Hey, I'm Christopher Ryan Holford. I'm a Nashville local native and realtor. Been born and raised here my entire life, all 30-something odd years. It's been a good time. I'm here to teach you a little bit about the real estate process today. Suggestions for first-time home buyers when buying a home. The first thing you need to do is find a realtor in your area that's local, that knows it. You might have friends, family. It could be anybody that you know that's a realtor, but you want to go to the one that, gets their hands dirty. They do this day to day, day in and day out, so they know the process. They're familiar with different programs that can help you and get you to where you need to go. A realtor is really kind of like a dot connector, a liaison, if you will. So we kind of help guide you to the correct lender that you need to use, the correct home inspector when it's time, if you get an offer accepted on a home, a great insurance agent, but all those kind of things. So, yeah.
Which is more important, buying a home, having good credit or having a big savings?
That answer is really both. So in that, you do need good credit to buy a home. You don't need the best of the best, but you need something. And then on the other side, you do need savings because you have to have a down payment for a home a lot of times. There are programs out there sometimes where you might not have to put anything down. On the other side of that is that you have closing costs when you are closing your home aside from your down payment. So you're going to need about an additional 3% to close. So, you need a good chunk of cash to work with. But a lot of times, if you have a good realtor that can help negotiate things, get things covered for you, just all depends. A lot of times we think, if you have like a high 500 or low 600 or something, you think you can't get a house, but you actually can. It might be a little more difficult. What you can afford might not be like your dream home or everything you've ever thought of, but you need to start somewhere, right? In order to have a house, if you don't have all the cash to buy it, like if a house costs 5 apples and you don't have the 5 apples, you got to borrow that money from somewhere, right? So a lot of times your realtor should know 2 to 3 really good lenders that they've worked with multiple times with multiple clients and have gotten, the deal done from beginning to end. A lot of times you get pre-approved for a house, a lender can get you pre-approved, but if they're not good at what they do, and you can't close in that certain time frame, so you need somebody who knows what they're doing. That's very important. So your realtor should be able to guide you in that direction. You should see me before you even get your pre-approval. I would say, just because I want to help, I'm not going to baby you. I am going to baby you in a sense, not necessarily hold your hand and coddle you, but I'm going to guide you and just set you up for success, right? That's what I'm here to do. That's what I do time and time again. I have a really good lender. Shout out to Roosh. It's one of my favorite people to work with. We do a lot of stuff together, and he works just as hard for your money as you work for your money, I would like to say. So because of him, I'm able to get all my deals closed. Like, I haven't had one deal fall through with him. He does a really, really good job, but he finds all kinds of programs, and there's not really a no for an answer, like, we're gonna get you in a house. So he does a great job. From there, I take things and then I kind of connect the rest of the dots. I do a lot of the negotiating. Once we put an offer in, if you're buying a home, a lot of times I work with buyers. So if you're buying a home, I'm trying to get your closing costs covered if I can. I'm trying to get you a home warranty in there. If you just walked in that house and it was still furnished and you absolutely love that couch or those blinds, like, I'm going to try to get those for you too. But I'm looking out for your future, and I'm hoping that the place we get you into is somewhere that's going to last. We don't have any rundown problems with it, like in terms of roofing, HVAC, all those kind of things. But something that's also going to get you equity. That's the long game you're playing here. You're investing in yourself. So yes, you're paying a mortgage, and there is interest on that goes to the mortgager. But in that, you're paying that small principal that you pay, it builds up over time. So in 5 to 10 years, it turns over. And mortgage loans do go up to 30 years. So there's a lot there. But that equity you gain in a short time, especially somewhere like Nashville where it's booming, I think it's about 5% growth that they see year to year right now. Most numbers I'm kind of seeing, like, you're looking at 10 to 15,000 that you see in properties go up in price, like, from across, like, I would say 6 to 8 months. It's not a hard number, but I see that. And so, like, think about that. Like, if your property is gaining, like, I don't know, like a limited number, let's say $1,000 a year. Let's keep it real simple. Well, over the course of 5 years, that's $5,000 that you didn't have. And I don't know if you stuck your money in the bank, if you would have that $5,000 coming on top. So, like, that's how I like to think about real estate in those terms. when you're talking to me, things you need to do as a buyer. So it's really simple to get pre-approved for your mortgage. I think I can kind of speak to that just a little. You need your 2 most recent pay stubs. You need a job. A lot of times it's good to have a job for 2 years, but if you had a job for like 6 months or so, like they can typically work with you and get you in there. Sometimes it's shorter, just depends on who your lender is. But the second thing you need is 2 years of tax returns. So if you haven't got your tax returns filed, get those done. Gotta have those done. The other thing they're gonna ask for, I think, would be like your ID and then like your bank statements. So if you don't have a bank account, maybe you could work on getting that set up. Some people are still a little leery about the banking institutions, but it's something you kind of need to have to enter into this game, if you will. You are kind of playing a real life game of Monopoly in a sense. But real estate can really open up a lot of doors for you that you would have never imagined. So those are those things I would think you would need initially when you go talk to a lender. Come see me so I can guide you to the right lender. We'll get you in there. We'll set up. Let's go to lunch. Let's go play Topgolf. Do something fun. Because we're not just working for you. We're gaining a client. We're gaining a friend. We want you to know that your opinion is valued and trusted, and we're listening and trying to provide you exactly what you want, but also trying to help you make great informed decisions along the way.
Thanks. And then just tell them where they can find you, bro.
Really simple. On TikTok or on Instagram. I'm more of an Instagrammer. So at Christopher the Realtor, that's KRISTOFERTHEREALTOR. Christopher the Realtor. There's a K and an F in there. So make sure you spell those right. Yeah, shout out Reliant Realty.